Welcome to RIoT Startup Spotlight, where innovation meets inspiration. I'm Jen Morgan.
And I'm Stella Turner.
And in this series, we dive into the dynamic world of entrepreneurship, sharing a light on the visionaries and disruptors who are shaping the future. Today, we bring you an exclusive interview with Mythra Varun Nemallapudi, founder and chairman at PraanaTech. Mythra, to begin, can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Thanks, Jennifer and Stella, for giving me this opportunity to be here. I'm certainly thrilled to be talking to you guys. PraanaTech is building next-generation imaging technology to address a range of problems that have not been addressed by the existing high-end technology. So our vision is to take imaging closer to the patient, and we want to make it very, very accessible for everybody. There's Alzheimer's, there's cancer, and a number of other disorders that could actually be directly benefiting from positron emission tomography imaging, which is a functional imaging technology that looks directly at metabolic activity and other biomarkers. What we are doing is to re-engineer the entire way PET is done to create a next generation imaging solution that is very compact, extremely portable, and can provide imaging solutions directly to where it is required.
So the mission of your company here sounds very interesting, and we would love to hear just a little bit more about what previous experiences on your end influenced your role today. Could you just tell us a little bit more about your background and kind of how you got to where you are right now?
I've had the good fortune and opportunity to work in world-class research institutions, and I led groups to actually develop the technology that is behind the work we are going to be doing for our business. So it is this experience very specific to detector development that actually went into the core expertise. And some of my core associates in my team actually are coming from the same, from similar backgrounds and other areas that are very relevant for what we're doing.
Can you dive a little bit more into what actually inspired you to start your own company?
Right after my PhD, I had, after spending years of doing research, developing very, very fast detectors, measuring the time of resolution that is of the order of 100 picoseconds, being one of the first in the world to do that. Post-PhD, I was intent on developing and taking this technology and going on to build something that is very practical and very useful. And I've been engaging consistently with discussions with the healthcare professionals. And it was very obvious to me during these years of development that there is a whole class of problems that are not being addressed by the existing form factor and the existing way positron emission tomography is being done. And of course, the most popular examples are Alzheimer's disease and cancer diagnosis. And we believe that they could be done much more widely and much more in a much more targeted manner if the way the imaging is being done right now can be changed. And that's kind of what led me into proposing my research grants. And we actually wrote proposals to raise almost $1.5 million in research grants over the last 6 years here in Taiwan. And a lot of that went into the development of this core technology. That's sort of how we got into this point. And I was very cognizant from the beginning that the objective here is to build something that works, that can be scalable, that's useful, and ultimately have a commercial value.
It's very interesting. Thank you, Mythra. And just kind of from that inception of that idea to along your journey to this point, could you talk a little bit more about some of the challenges that you've encountered throughout this process, just as a startup founder, and how you overcame those?
I think that's a great question. There's actually a lot of challenges in building a company because there is no script. And as many books and as many experiences there are out there, each journey is new and unique in itself. So the challenges are also of this kind. But the biggest challenge that I faced is putting on multiple hats. Because as a startup founder, you're going to not only have to develop your things, talk to people, there's many aspects of development, and then putting on these multiple hats in this process was very challenging. Having said that, I had the good fortune of having some very very good people on my side. These people have brought in all the other dimensions that I inherently might be lacking. And so together as a team, we work really well. And that's the way we are able to have the confidence that we will deliver on what vision we've set for ourselves.
You talked a little bit about your team there. Do you have any mentors or role models that have inspired you along the way in building your business?
So all along this journey, I have met so many people. I have, read about so many people. But the pattern was always the same, right? So there's a burning problem out there, and then somebody, with their creative ingenuity, comes up with a solution that is just, not obvious. Somebody never thought of that, or somebody didn't think that this was a problem to begin with. So every such story where the human ingenuity was resulted in a groundbreaking solution to solve these challenges has been an inspiration for me. Lots and lots of people, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and so as you are kind of breaking through these groundbreaking new frontiers in this space, what advice would you give to someone who's on the other side of it in more of the beginning of their journey as an aspiring entrepreneur or future startup founder based on the experiences that you've gained thus far and the lessons that you've learned?
If you want to build and sell something, first of all, you need to learn to trust your gut and then really start to hone on that. Do your research, try to find out what problems are out there, what problems will be relevant for you, what problems are relevant for people out there. So trust your gut, do your research, and then work with really, really good people, right? There's lots of good people around you. Find those people that share your vision and passion, and then, work with them, because nobody can do anything by themselves. On the other hand, with enough people, actually, there's a lot of superpowers that you can draw in. So trust your gut, do your research, work with good people, and then quickly build something useful. And then I'd say reiterate, so keep doing that over and over until you get to something you're proud of, and then keep going. So I'd say that's what works for me, and I think that's the best advice that I can give for anybody who's aspiring to be that. Yeah, and be persistent.
I feel like you need the song like more passion, more energy, more passion, Well,
absolutely.
That's all the questions that we have. Thank you so very much for sharing your story with us. Hope that you have a great rest of your day, and we will check in with you later.